Hi guys, welcome to Patreon. For those of you who followed me from YouTube, welcome. And for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Jana. I like to make jewelry and I would like to make my living off that, of course. But we're not there yet. So today I would like to make these beautiful earrings with you. These are like prom earrings or wedding earrings. But there's one little problem, and that is that I tried to make them with silver and white, but it's kind of blurring in the camera. So I'm going to redo the video, and we're going to do it in with red colors and hope that will stop the blurring. First you need your John James needle, that's what I used, number 10, and some Fireline size 0006, that would be the bead smith. And yeah, let's get started. You need to start with 15, you're only using 15-0 seed beads for this project, so you start with two 15-0 seed beads and then a gold. And don't worry, the PDF file that is attached, that you can also download because you bought this video, has the silver version in it. So, but that pictures are easier for that. So you got two red and one gold, and you need to put that on your needle 8 times this set. So we're gonna put 2 more, and that's 2 sets, 3 sets, 4 sets, 5 sets, 6 sets, 7 sets, and the last one, 8. I'm going to pull that down on my thread. My thread is 1.70 meters long. You'll have something left over. I don't know if I forgot to tell you that. I'm going to double knot my thread, and that's a square knot that I'm using. And then I'm going to pull the first one tight, or the second knot tight to the first knot first, and then I pull everything tight. Okay, let's get started. Push a needle through 2 red and the gold, and we're going to pick up 2 red, 1 gold, 1 3mm bicone, another gold, and 2 red. And you're going to push that through the gold, the 2 red that follow, and then the next gold. That's where you come out. I'm going to do that again. 2 red, 1 gold, 1 3mm bicone, 1 gold, and 2 red, and back into the gold that you came out of, the next 2 red and the next gold. And we're going to do this all the way around. So 1, 2, gold, bicone, gold, 1, 2, and back into that gold and forward. 1, 2, gold, bicone, gold, 1, 2, red, next one, one, 2, gold, bicone, gold, 1, 2 red ones, and make sure that you don't skip one by accident. And get your end tail out of the way as you continue. 1, 2, gold, bicone, gold, 1, 2 red, and twist it a little bit, or turn it a little bit. 1, 2, gold, bicone, gold, 1, 2, into the gold and out of the less gold, and 1, 2, gold, bicone, gold, and 1, 2, red again. So, okay. We're going to push that through into the next gold, and then we're going to go up into the 2 red and the gold. We're going to go into the bicone, and then we're going to pick up 1 gold, 2 red, 1 gold, 2 red, and 1 gold. And we're going to go back into the red, the bicone. And now we're going to go down into the gold, the 2 red and the gold. I'm going to come out of the gold. And then we're going to add to your needle 1 red and 1 gold. And we're going to do that 8 times, and the less gold is already here, so you stop with the red, okay? So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the last one is red. So I'm going back into the gold, and now you got the loop for the back, and you're gonna just kind of push that down, like maybe to the front like that. I like to work forward, so we're gonna push that down to the front like that. Now we're gonna go into the next red and the gold, and make sure that you keep your loop tight. We'll tighten it up in another round later if possible, but try and keep that tight. Add to needle 2 red and 1 gold, and then go into that next bicone. This one is already double connected, so you go into that next bicone. You pick up 1 gold and 2 red, go back into that same gold and into the red and the next gold, and try and keep that tight. 2 red again, 1 gold, into the next into the bicone, keep that on the front. 1 gold and 2 red, and again into that gold that you came out of, the next red, and coming out of the next gold. Repeat until you have done 6 of them. That would be this bicone, and gold, red, red, back into the gold, the red, and the next gold. Turn it a little bit. Red, red, gold, bicone, gold, red, red, back into the gold, and the next red, and then the next gold. We're going to do 1 more, and then we're going to put our Rivoli in there. Red, red, gold, bicone, gold, red, red, push that through. Now put our Rivoli in there. This small side that you're working on is the back, so you just put your Rivoli with the back on there. Wait, gotta get your end tail out of there first. There. Okay, now we're going to close that up. We're just going to continue red, red, gold into that one. Oh, one too many. Gold, red, red. Pick up that last gold. And red, red, gold, last bicone. And gold and red, red into that gold. Now you can see that this is a little loose. You got some room here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way around to tighten that up. And you have to count. So the first one here, that's number 1. 1. Count the gold. 2. You gotta have 8. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you're gonna round 8, and then you're gonna push through one more, and that should tighten everything up. And then you're going to move upwards through 2 red and 1 gold. And you're going to turn it around. And you might want to get rid of that end tail for a second. Just kind of push that away through the inner beads. A couple of them. Look which way you can go so that you don't bump into the nut. And then you can just cut that off. Move into the bicone. Pick up a 3mm pearl. Go into the next bicone. Another 3mm pearl into the bicone. And we're going to just do that all the way around. Pearl, bicone, pearl, bicone, pearl, bicone, pearl, bicone, pearl, bicone, pearl. Now just push that through a couple of them. Just to make sure that that's nice and tight. Okay, I think we got that. Next we're going to pick up 4 red into the pearl. Gonna go down 2 red, pick up a gold, try and keep your pearl a little bit in place, go down 2 red, back into the pearl, down in 2 red and the gold. And then add 5 gold to your needle and go back around in that gold. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to extra secure it by going around one more time. Back into the pearl, and now we're going to go to the top side, straight across from where we just added that loop on the bottom. And we're going to repeat what we did on the other side. Make that loop. 1, 2, 3, 4 red, into 2 red, 1 gold, down 2 red, in the pearl, back up 2 red and 1 gold, add 5 to your needle, go back in to that gold and just go around again. And down in the red. Into the pearl and go around. Now we're going to go in between the pearl and the bicone, and we're going to pull that needle through, and then you get this little loop, and then you can push your needle through there. And then pull that really tight. And then we're going to go into the pearl again and the bicones and just kind of pull that nut that you just made in there. Now you just cut that off. And this is what we got. Okay. Now, I don't have red pearls or gold pearls, so I'm going to use an 8mm bicone, a little bead cap, and a head pin. Now I got a bill under here, but if you got a flat one, that's fine too. Just make sure you got some seed bead in between there. And I'm going to put that on there, and that on there. And I'm going to pick up a red seed bead for this one. And I'm going to twist my head pin, cut off a little bit, and I'm going to make a loop. I'm going to close that loop all up, and I'm going to see if that's a good loop. I think that's a pretty good loop. I'm going to open it up from the side. And then I'm going to hang it on my little piece I made, and then I'm going to close that back down. I'm going to check if that's straight. Yep, looks straight to me. And now we're just going to add the air hook. And I always juggle with that if that's the right way to put it on. No, that's the wrong way. That goes from the back in there. And then what I personally do is I close this up a little bit. And there, you got it in gold and red. Also pretty, but the silver one is definitely prettier. So that's how it works, and as I said, in the PDF file it is just like this. But just so you can understand how that worked, I thought the red one would be best for the video. So I hope you liked it, guys. I hope to be back on Patreon. It depends a little bit on how it works and how it goes, and it's my first video, so I'll just have to, you know, go along and see how that works. And yeah, don't worry, I'll be back on YouTube with free videos also. So I see you later, guys. Bye bye.